High school football is back on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Tonight from Greentown, Indiana, small school football as the Wes-Del Warriors take on the Eastern Comets. Good evening. Hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight. Nice to have you along no matter where you are along the World Wide Web. Week 3 already of the high school football season. Doesn't seem possible. We'll be a third of the way through the season when this night is over. Wes-Del comes into this one with an overall record of 1-1. They opened with a loss on the road at Alexandria. That was a 19-6 game 2 weeks ago tonight, but bounced back last week at home and won in double overtime, 36-28 over Cambridge City Lincoln. You talk about the Comets of Eastern High School here in Greentown. They're off to their best start in the better part of a decade. They've gone 2-0 out of the chute, scoring wins over Oak Hill, 31-28. And last week they hammered Madison Grant, 71-0. It's their best start in some time. The last winning season, 2011, 7-3. That's the year they opened 4-0, and that's how far back we're going, 6 years. So Josh Edwards, in his 11th year as coach here at Eastern, has one of his better starts to show for it here in 2017. Wes-Del has decided to join the Throw It Around the Park revolution. They have thrown the ball a lot more this year than they have in previous years. He's in his 5th year out at Wes-Del now in Gaston, and they are coming in averaging 21 points a game, giving up 23-5. Eastern is a monster. They are averaging 51 points a game, giving up 14. The captains have gone to midfield to reenact the coin toss. We'll get you caught up on that in short order. Teams going to the sideline. I believe Wes-Del won the coin toss. We'll wait and see how this pans out. It's a chilly night for football, the first night of the season where it hasn't been absolutely glorious. It's a little cloudy, no rain, no threat of any rain right now, or lightning for that matter, and about 60 degrees at kickoff tonight. And really, when you think about how warm we've been the first 2 weeks, we've gotten lucky. We just have to get lucky one more time, and that's tonight. We'll take cool and dry and no lightning over anything else because that means we can play. Beautiful night otherwise. Fans here are probably digging into the sweatshirts and jackets and hoodies for the first time in the 2017 season. We're glad to have you along wherever you are. Drop me a line on Twitter. You can reach me at my handle, which is at Delco Preps, Delco Preps channel, at Delco Preps, and let me know where you're listening. Be nice to hear from you. Wes-Del, of course, as the road team, will wear the road uniforms tonight. Maroon pants, white jerseys with maroon short sleeves, maroon lettering with black trim, maroon helmets. And the home team, the Eastern Comets, they'll look a lot like Notre Dame on Green Jersey Day. They'll have green jerseys, gold pants with green accents, gold lettering with white trim, gold helmets to go along with those green jerseys. They look like a lot like Notre Dame, or if you're closer to home, Cathedral would look in high school football. Wes-Del is going to kick off to start the game. Wind will be a factor tonight as well. We've got a good breeze blowing in from the northeast. That means in this west to east field, it'll come in the upper right corner as you imagine it and blow down the field, and teams going in will have to wrestle with it, throwing and kicking. We're about set to get underway. Clay Adams has it teed up for Wes-Del here on the right end of the stadium. That's the east end on the 40-yard line on the near hash. And we're about set to get underway with high school football. Here's the kick. It's a squibber down the middle, and it's taken by a short man who came up to get it at the Wes-Del 46-yard line, and it'll be time to go to work for the offense from Eastern. Garrett Hetzner will be their quarterback. You'll hear the names Titus Morissette and Dakota Spencer at running back. Logan McNeil, T.P. Gilbert, Eli Elkins, and Greg Black will be the wideouts from time to time. A small game tonight. So great field position for the Comets to start this one in Wes-Del territory at the Warrior 46. Ball on the far hash as the Comets move left to right, west to east into the wind. And in the pistol is Hetzner. He'll hand straight ahead on first down, and a tough yard, if that, straight ahead. As they unpile, we'll get you a name and a number. That was Morissette for a yard to make it 2nd and 9.
Morissette took it up the middle.
We'll pick up the Wes-Del defense shortly. So 2nd and 9 now. That's a fat 9. It's about 9.5 with the nose of the ball just outside the Wes-Del 45. Wide man here on the near side is number 5, McNeil, with twin wideouts across the way on the far side with 2 backs on either side of the quarterback. That's there. Wes-Del shows blitz and jumps into the neutral zone. That'll be our first penalty flag of the night, and it'll go against the Warriors. Here's the official signal. Offside. That'll cost them 5.
Ball on the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 5 for the Comets. Ball about the 41-yard line.
First miscue of the night belongs to Wes-Del, and instead of 2nd and almost 10, it's 2nd and about 5.5, just outside the Wes-Del 40. Opening 2 minutes of the game. In the pistol, Hetzner. Time, roll right, looks downfield, has time. Now he's going to be sacked. Oh, he got down onto a knee. They say he didn't go down, and now Dosh gets him again and brings him down. The quarterback, Hetzner, did a great job spinning out of what should have been a sack, got up, and Dosh got him again. 4 more yardage lost. Mr. Greedy, Kyle Dosh. Big loss. That's a 15-yard sack by Dosh. Going to be 3rd down and forever. New area code. Dosh is a beast. That's his 5th sack of the season already. We'll see if they put it in the air, Eastern, on 3rd and long. They need the Wes-Del 36 to convert. Dropping, looking, throwing down the middle. It's tapped in the air, and it's intercepted at the 47-yard line. Mason Whitted caught it and picked it off, and Wes-Del holds and gets a turnover on 3rd and long.
First down now for the Warriors.
Whitted with his first interception of the season. And Wes-Del's in great shape. Both teams start the night offensively with great field position in the other guy's territory. Warriors have it 1st and 10 at the Comet 47. Here's a handoff from Townsend to Townsend. Connor lost 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Townsend hitting it off to Townsend. Lost a couple yards on the play.
2-yard loss for Connor. It'll be 2nd and 12. We'll set the Wes-Del offense for you. Cam Townsend, the quarterback. Connor Townsend is the running back. You'll hear Kate Ashley, Colton Abbott, Mason Whitted, and Kyle Dosh tonight. The skill players for Wes-Del. On second, we'll call it 11, a fat 11, a short 12 at the Eastern 48-yard line. 28 to go. Toss sweep. Townsend, right side. Connor cuts it upfield. Only got about 2, if that. It'll be 3rd and long.
Townsend around the right end. Picked up maybe 3 yards on the run.
Up front for Wes-Del, Nick Lopez, Braden Terrell, Will Swanson, Evan Bullard, and Casey Johnson with Dosh, the tight end, from time to time. He'll also take some snaps at running back. So 3rd and long. Who's going to get the first down in the game? Wes-Del on its first possession at the Comet 46. They need 12 to roll it over. By Townsend. Here's the snap. Give is to his brother to the right side. Running room inside the 40, but he'll be short of the stick. Got about all but 2 of those. Give him 7 yards and make it 4th down.
Picked up about 7 yards on the run.
We'll see if the Warriors go for it here or if they choose to play field position and punt and pin them deep. They're going to go. At least they've lined up to go for Brad Hess. 4th and about 4 yards to go. Make it 3. Ball sitting right on the 40-yard line in Comet territory. Warriors have a man jump from the Comet side of the line, and I think that's going to cost them. Takeo Douthard jumped into the neutral zone. Front for Eastern. It is off that side of the line here on the near side of the defensive line. It's going to cost them 5 and a first down. So that's the first down of the night. It comes by penalty. It belongs to the Warriors, and they have a fresh 4. The ball at the 35 in Comet territory. Here's a give straight ahead. Nice running room this time inside the 30 to around the 28 or so. Heavy dose of Connor Townsend here early in the going. They'll give him 8 yards. 4 carries, 15 yards early in this one for Connor Townsend. It'll be 2nd and 3, better part of 3. 7.5 minutes to go, first quarter, with Wes-Del trying to get on the board first. Snap, handoff goes to a misdirection carry on the right side by Whitted, and he got a yard.
Takes the quick handoff.
It'll be 3rd and short.
It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Ball sitting on the right hash. That's the far side of this field as Wes-Del moves right to left through your field of view. We've played about 5 minutes of the first quarter. Neither team on the board yet, but Wes-Del a first down away from the red zone here on a cool, breezy September 1st evening. Cam Townsend behind him, 2 split here near side. Man in motion is his brother. The give is to the left side and straight off tackle for about 2, but it'll be short as Whitted got the call on the carry and came up a yard short.
Up the middle, picked up about 1. It'll be 4th and 2.
4th and a fat 1, short 2. And again, the Warriors are going to go. 6:25 on the scoreboard clock here. Nice little stadium, just a block off US 35. Here in downtown Greentown. Great place to see a game and pretty good crowd tonight. So on 4th, Warriors are going to go. From the pistol, Cam Townsend again, and another man jumps into the neutral zone for the Comet defense, and it's going to cost him for the 2nd straight set of downs.
Another offside call against the Comets. Gives another first down.
2nd penalty against Eastern. Both of them 5-yarders, both of them offsides. 2 first downs for the Warriors, both on Comet penalties. Now you're down near the red zone if you're Wes-Del at the 22, 1st and 10. Side is Abbott. Man in motion is Connor Townsend. Play action. Cam Townsend looks to throw. It's picked off. Throw to the far sideline and an interception by Eastern. Let's see who got it. They unpile.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Comets. Out the 19.
Garrett Hetzner, if I'm correct, reading sign language. Appreciate that tip in. It's going to be one of those nights where the teams now trade the ball. Neither one offensively could get anything going. Wes-Del got a couple first downs by penalty, but now it belongs to Eastern at their own 19-yard line. Toss sweep this way. Running room on the edge. Can they get there with it? You bet they can. Still going to 30, 35, and drag down at the 37-yard line on a pretty little run down there. That looked like Spencer with the carry, and he got plenty for the first down, a gain of 17.
Takes it out to about the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Comets.
That really was a nice job blocking on the edge by the wide receiver who just absolutely tied up one of the DBs from Wes-Del. Beautiful job, and it's 1st and a fresh 4 downs for Eastern. Out of the night, won't be the last for the Comets. On 36 on the near hash here, that's the right side. Straight ahead give and nothing doing. Again, that was Spencer, I believe, and he got hammered down by the Wes-Del left side of the defense. Bam, plays. No gain, 2nd and 10. Wes-Del is pretty good up front. They're quick. They know how to get to the ball in a hurry, and when they do, they tend to deliver a payday. 2nd and 10. Toss sweep again. It'll be Spencer again to the edge, to the corner, to the 40 and the 45, out to the 46-yard line. Close to another first down, and they're going to move the chains on a gain of 10+ by Spencer. Nice job as Wes-Del gets attacked on their defensive left, the offensive right. Nice little drive going here for the Comets. Couple of first downs. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. 4:20 left in the first quarter of a scoreless game. And again, Hetzner behind center in the pistol. He'll hand inside to Spencer, who gets crushed after a gain of about 1. That was Evan Bullard, who brought him down like a Mack truck. It'll be 2nd and 9. Four carries for 29 yards here in the early going for Dakota Spencer. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half last week against Madison Grant in that blowout win. 2nd and a fat 8 short 9, just shy of midfield on the Comet side of the 50. Play clock rolling down under 10 now. Here's the snap. Fake up the middle. Keeper for the quarterback, and he got a tough yard to midfield. Good job collapsing on defense by Connor Townsend out here on the edge for Wes-Del. Got about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down. Hetzner's first carry of the night goes for a pair. It's to the Wes-Del 49. It's 3rd and about 7 yards to go. They need to get inside the Wes-Del 43 to roll it over. Twin wideouts left. That's the far side. 2 more here on the near side, and the slot man in motion far side. Snap back. He's going to roll left, wants to throw. Here's the pass. Overthrown, incomplete. Pass was intended for Eli Elkins. Overthrown. It'll bring up 4th down. So Hetzner has a rough start tonight in the air. An INT, an incomplete, and on 4th and long from the Wes-Del 49, the Comets are going to punt it away. At least they show punt. Being an ex-punter, you never know when he's going to call his own number. Happened in the Yorktown-Muncie Central game last week. Good snap to him. Kick is high, wobbly spiral. It's going to be caught at the 12 and returnable. Here goes Abbott to the far side, running room to the corner, 15-20, breaks to the sideline, 25, and finally taken down right there after a return of about 14 yards. 1st and 10, Wes-Del. So the teams have traded interceptions and now a punt, and with 2:39 to go in the first quarter, we've got ourselves a scoreless ball game here on Beaver Media. Glad to have you along. We'll keep it right here. Fantastic night for a game. And boy, I'll tell you what, this it feels like fall tonight for the first time this season. 1st and 10, Warriors at their own 26. Split end here on the near side. 3 runners available for Townsend. He'll give it and now take it out and keep it. He's got a block on the corner and daylight. 30, 35, 40, 45. Headed to midfield and run out of bounds here on the near side on a beautiful little keeper by Cam Townsend. Defense bought the fake on the edge, and it cost them big time. 24 yards for Townsend.
24 yards on that, giving 1st and 10 at midfield.
Once the defense on the edge bought the fake up the middle, that made that all possible. 3rd first down here in the opening period for the Warriors. They drive it now for the 2nd time. And a whistle just before the snap. And Wes-Del is going to take a timeout, and we'll take our first break. 2:30 to go first quarter. Scoreless game here in Greentown on Beaver Media. Don't go away.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. 2:30 to go, first quarter in a scoreless game here from Howard County, beautiful downtown Greentown, Indiana. Glad to have you along tonight on Beaver Media and on YouTube's Delco Preps channel. Ball sitting with its nose right at midfield here on the near hash. That's the left side as the Warriors drive it right to left. First down, toss sweep, right side. Connor Townsend being chased. Stiff arms one man. Gets to the sideline right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and long.
Townsend around the right end. Didn't go for much, if anything. No gain.
Defensively for the Comets, Takeo Douthard, Otis Smith, Tyler Hurston up front, Dakota Spencer, Luke Moniz, Caleb Price, Asher Walden are the backers. Eli Elkins, Garrett Hetzner, T.P. Gilbert, Clayton McKillop in the secondary. 2nd and 10, Wes-Del. 2-minute mark of the first quarter with a scoreless game. Give to the deep back. It's going to be Dosh, and he's taken down for a loss of about 4 yards. A terrific play back there defensively for the Comets. Their jerseys are extraordinarily difficult to read from this far out with pale gold outlined in white. So I'll just tell you, it was a really nice solo tackle and a loss of 4.
Loss of about 4 yards. 3rd and 14 now for Wes-Del.
It's a tough time to take down Mr. Dosh by yourself. Well done on the Comet defense. 3rd and 14, back at the Wes-Del 46. Fake throw, it's a sweep right instead, and Connor Townsend will get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's all. And it'll be 4th and long.
Brings up 4th and 10 now.
When you take down Kyle Dosh by yourself, you've done a really nice job. And the Comets did. He's a tough order. Stud defensively. 4th, and we'll call it a fat 10. Ball will be just inside the 50 on the Warriors side of the field. They'll drop the punt for the first time tonight. And for the Comets, Dosh to kick it. It's a low, wobbly kick. It'll hit and roll all the way into the end zone. Putters love and hate those. It's 50 net, minus the 20, 30 net, and a touchback. And it belongs to the Comets. We'll take a break. 45 seconds left in the first quarter of a scoreless game. Back after this on Beaver Media. Don't go away.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game on first down. The Comets go to the air with a little quick throw to the right side of the field as we look at it. That's their offensive left, and it's a yard, make it 2 yards on a 2-yard loss.
Anybody tell me that was 2?
2nd and 12. Nice crowd funneling into the stadium here. This will probably be the final snap of the first period with these teams in a scoreless tie, and 2nd and 12 for the Comets at their own 18 following a Wes-Del punt for a touchback. Here's the snap. Comets are going to keep it on the ground with the quarterback rushing around the right corner here on the near side. He's going to be pounded down for no gain. Good job by the Wes-Del left side of the defense. That's Mason Whitted sticking his head in there. for the first period. We're through 12 minutes from Greentown. It's Wes-Del nothing, Eastern nothing on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Wes-Del nothing, Eastern nothing as we move to the second quarter. The dreaded long flip of the field for the chain gang as they go the better part of 60 yards just to roll the field over and get us ready for the second quarter action. Both teams have had the ball a couple of times. Wes-Del drove deep into Eastern territory middle of the first quarter but couldn't get a score through an interception. Comets threw an interception to start the night. We've had a couple of punts, and now that we're back to action, it's 3rd and 12 for the Comets, now moving right to left. That's east to west with the wind at their back at their own 18. Twin wideouts here on the near side, a big pad on the slot man. They're going to toss sweep right side to the far side of the field, the short side, and nothing doing at all as Wes-Del smothers him for a big loss. Spencer got the carry. Spencer got the maroon hardware, and he lost about 3 yards. We'll give him 2, and it's 4th down and 14 and a punting situation for the Eastern Comets. Wes-Del will drop twin return men. One short is Townsend. Another one deep. Good snap, no rush. Time to punt. Nice high spiral of beauty. It'll hit at the Wes-Del 44 and skip out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Nice punt, no return. Wes-Del will get it back. 11:46 to go, first half in a scoreless game here on Beaver Media. Don't go away.
High school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Nothing on the scoreboard as we head for the early part of the second period here on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. 11:46 to go, second quarter. Procedure penalty was called on the punt by Eastern, of course, decline, and Wes-Del has it 1st and 10 at their own 41 here on the left end, near end of the field. Toss sweep to the left side. Townsend to Townsend. Connor cuts it upfield, zigzags to Daylight, got to the corner, 40, 45, 50, into Comet territory to about the 45, and some yellow laundry on the field as well, and I think that one might come back. It's going to be a hold against Wes-Del. Wipes on a beautiful run by Connor Townsend. Second penalty of the night against Wes-Del, and you hear the beeping with the offense in reverse like a construction truck, and they'll back them all the way up to the 33-yard line. So that's an 8-yard penalty. Make it first and long, and I mean real long. Line of scrimmage, the 33-yard line for Wes-Del. They have 18 yards to go on first down after the penalty. From that pistol formation, Cam Townsend waiting on the snap, and for the third time tonight, a Comet defender jumps early in the neutral zone. Well, that's got to make you pull your hair out here on the Eastern Comet side of the field. Third penalty of the night by the Comets. 15 total penalty yards. That makes it first down and 13. And here's a sweep right in a beautiful open field tackle out here by Elkins for the Comets, who got to Connor Townsend and dropped him like a sack of feed after a gain of 1. Beautiful stop.
So you picked up 1 yard, make it 2nd and 12 now.
Second down, 12 yards to go. That was a great play on the edge by Eli Elkins, who really had to get him or no one else was home, and he did. Stuck him good. 2nd and 12, Warrior ball. Their own 38-yard line here on the near hash. Split end here on the near side, right on the short end of the fence. Give comes to the straight ahead. Now cut to the right side. Connor Townsend again across the 40. Short gain to the 41. 2-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's going to bring up 3rd down in about 10 yards.
10:35 to go in the first half. No one has cracked the ice yet. Wes-Del came the closest on 3rd and long. Triple wideouts here on the near side. That's the right end. 2 more wideouts in an empty backfield for Townsend as he looks to throw here with no one behind him or next to him. The snap, short drop, looks downfield, flushed, running left. He's going to be sacked all the way back to the 26-yard line. Big time pressure by Moniz. One of his teammates was there to clean it up for the sack.
Big loss for Wes-Del.
That's a loss of 14 yards.
Looks like about 4th and 24 yards now for Wes-Del. As they show
first sack of the night for the Comets, and with 9:35 to go and 4th and forever, the Warriors are going to punt from their own 7-yard line. Here's the boot off the side of his foot. Here to the near sideline. It'll hit at the 48 and skip out of bounds. Great field position for Eastern. 2 yards shy midfield. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Beaver Media. Don't go away. More action right after this.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. First down, give to the left side. That's the short side of the field for Dakota Spencer, and the Comet running back picks up about 8 yards to make it 2nd and short. Unofficially 35 yards on 6 carries for Mr. Spencer. He'll get another call, another carry, and bam, he's yanked down for a TFL. Nice play by the Wes-Del defense. Terrific play. Jordan Lehman yanked him down for a big loss all the way back to the 48. That's a loss of 3 for Spencer, and 3rd and medium, and a quick throw, lateral throw to the right side. Dosh got him from behind before he could get far upfield. Nice little catch and throw, but not close to the first down. That was Gilbert who made the catch. -2. 4th down, punting situation for the Comets. They didn't do much with great field position. They got 3 yards net, and there's a flag next to the punter as the play clock runs down to 0, and that's never a good thing. Delay of game against the Comets. They've given up 20 yards of real estate by penalty already. I can tell you Josh Edwards will be pulling his hair out over those. They are high school kids, and sometimes it just doesn't sink in. Back to punt. Ball is now at the 44 in Comet territory, and they'll kick it away again. This is another nice high end-over-end kick. It's returnable. Wow, it's too bad the receiver had to come up, and Abbott took it on the run but slid down on a knee. Otherwise, he was off to the races. There was nothing in front of him for about 10 yards. Once that knee is down, he is down in high school football. We've had 5 punts already in this game, and we have more than half of the second quarter to go. Nothing game, 7:43 of the second quarter. Basically a touchback with Wes-Del now having the ball at their own 21, moving it left to right across your imagination. Abbott is the wide man here on the near side. That's the right side of the offense. The give is going to go straight ahead, though, as they keep it on the ground. Dosh breaks a tackle, breaks to daylight left side. He's out near the first down marker after a beautiful misdirection give and a cutback that got him 9 yards to the 30-yard line.
Down, 2nd and 1 now.
Dosh he's an arm load. You get him down, you've done some work. Good down to throw on, 2nd and 1. Let's see if Townsend goes to the air. He does not. Keeps it on the ground, gives it to his brother. They sweep here on the near side. That's not his brother, that's Dosh. Dosh got close to the marker. He may have a first down, and he introduced this DB out here. That's Hetzner, train, and Hetzner comes out of the game. He's also the quarterback for the offense, and he just found out what Kyle Dosh brings in the payload. Have 2 on a first down for Wes-Del.
Will be 1st and 10 now for Wes-Del.
They list Dosh at 6'2", 190. It's like trying to tackle a freight train with a butterfly net. He is a piece of work. And if you're the Comets, you hope your quarterback is okay because you're going to get the ball at some point. 1st and 10 Warriors, fresh 4 downs at their 32 as they march toward the east end zone. Here's a give on the inside. It's to Connor Townsend. He goes down at the 35, and a flag comes flying into the pile. That's usually either a hold or a face mask. Let's wait and see. When the hanky goes in the pile, there it is, holding against Wes-Del.
Holding was the call.
That'll back the Warriors all the way up to their own 22. 10-yard penalty. 3rd infraction of the night by Wes-Del. We've had 5 punts and 7 penalties in this game after about 18 minutes of action. Warriors first and about 20 yards to go or so. Long count. Here's the handoff straight ahead on the inside between the guards, and the ball pops out on the ground, but they're going to blow it dead. Not sure who got that carry. Going to mark it down at the 19. So neither team doing much offensively early, and we were talking before the game, was this going to be one of those 50-48 games or a 20-14 game? And right now, it looks like it might be the 20-14 game. We're scoreless, under 6 minutes before halftime, and 2nd in forever. 2nd in Grant County for the Wes-Del Warriors, and they go toss sweep far side. That's to the left, and I believe Dosh got the carry. Nope, it's going to be Connor Townsend. Really hard to read those numbers from out here. If I'm ever commissioner of the IHSAA, there will be a minimum on jersey numbers, and there will be a contrast penalty if you don't have any. I'm just saying. Now, that's not going to happen.
So no white borders on yellow numbers.
No gray numbers on white jerseys with mauve trim. That's what I'm saying. Here comes the sweep on the keeper. Cam Townsend went right side. One of those slow motion sweeps. It was like the OJ chase. It was about half speed, and he got about 3 or 4 yards to the 26, maybe the 27. It'll be 4th and long, though. Punting situation for Wes-Del. Spotted right on top of the Wes-Del 25. Kicking into the wind this time. High snap, but the rush doesn't get their high wobbly kick, a short one. It'll be down on the ground and rolling toward midfield as it came down around the 47, took a backup hop for the punter and checked up at the Wes-Del 49, and that'll be it for that one. 4:24 to go in the first half. Still scoreless on Beaver Media.
Kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Call by Wes-Del.
Welcome back to the ball game, and boy, is that broadcaster like you come out of a break to a timeout. Awesome. Is there a full moon tonight? Well, we're going to keep it right here. Going to be anxious to see who quarterbacks here for Eastern on this series. Their quarterback, Garrett Hetzner, also plays DB, and he got trucked on a tackle about 2 minutes ago. We'll see if he can stay in the game. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed a lot. You've missed penalties and punts and a couple of interceptions, one by each team, but no scoring. 4:24 left in the first half. We've had a couple timeouts taken as well.
As well as Andrew Hartman and Lucas Darling at 2 doubles.
So we're about set to go, and let's see who takes the snaps. New quarterback coming in the game for the Comets as they go to the backup. It's number 16, Nolan Grubb. He'll go in the pistol and look to throw on his first snap, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage and nearly intercepted.
Grubb's pass was tipped and knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 down for Eastern.
Comets have completed 2 passes. They've both gone for losses. 2nd and 10. Look down on the sideline and trying to find Hetzner, and I don't see him, and Grubb stays in the game. One running back next to him is Dakota Spencer with twins. Make it trips wide right on the far side. He'll drop throw over the middle, in and out of the hands of a receiver wide open. That was Black. And if he had caught that, he had some running room over the middle. Just incomplete, and 3rd and long. Black had space if he could have gotten that one. It was thrown high. He went up and tried to get it in the air and couldn't do it. 3rd and 10, Comet ball, Wes-Del 49 here on the near hash. That's the left side of the offense. Twin wideouts either side. Time to throw. Now he'll step up. He's going to keep it. Grubb cuts it upfield to the 45, and he's down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, bumped out of bounds. Maybe a late hit on top of it. Grubb comes in the game and gives the Comets a spark. That keeper went all the way downfield to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 29. Down.
Set up Eastern 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line in Wes-Del.
That's the best play of the night for either team. And Grubb says, I can play this game too. 1st and 10 Comets at the Wes-Del 20. 3rd first down of the night for the Comets. And another timeout by Wes-Del. We'll keep it right here. So, Grubb does a nice job. He comes in the game right away for Eastern, and he goes to work. A couple of incomplete passes to warm himself up, and then the 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore picked up 29 on a beautiful keeper here on the near side, ran right by his bench on the way to a first down. In the red zone, Comets will have a 1st and 10 when play resumes here at Eastern High School. Just down the street, technically, from Eastern High School. That'll give us a chance to say a nice thank you to all the folks here at Eastern. Nick Sale, their athletic director. Appreciate the hospitality. And we're about set to go. Ball back in play. Both teams are ready. Grubb with Spencer behind him in the I-back position. And they run into each other on the handoff exchange, and Spencer bites it for about a 2-yard, make it a 3-yard loss. That was probably more inexperience and a lack of familiarity on the exchange between Grubb. Goes for a loss of 3, and it's 2nd and 13. With the ball sitting on the Wes-Del 23. 3:35 to go before halftime. A bagel game. Nothing so far, but now the Comets threatening to break the ice for the first time. Toss sweep here on the short side. Spencer cuts it upfield inside the 20, down around the 17-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Spencer. Unofficially, I've got him for 38 yards on 8 carries through the early going of this one. Biggest play of the night was that 29-yard keeper by Grubb earlier in this drive to keep it rolling. We're under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3 wide right, that's trips. 2 more wide here on the near side, empty backfield behind and next to Grubb. No one home. Good time to blitz if you can. Long snap count, clock under 5. Here he comes, under pressure, cuts up field, inside the 15, down to the 10. He's going to be dragged out of bounds. Looks like he'll have enough for the first down. It's going to be close. Nice keeper again by Grubb. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to put it down at the 11. That'll be a yard to go on 4th down after a gain of 9.
Eastern calls a timeout.
Timeout, Comets. We'll take the break with them. Back with more after this on Beaver Media. Don't go away.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. 2:37 left in the second quarter. Wes-Del nothing, Eastern nothing, but the Comets coming out of their timeout will have 4th and a yard to go at the Wes-Del 11. Anyone has come to scoring tonight, and the Comets have gotten a spark here from their backup quarterback Grubb on this series. He'll take the snap, toss sweep. Spencer here on the near side. They have him pinned. They get him down, but not until he gets inside the 10. If my eyes are still any good, I think he got to the 9. 2-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal for Eastern. You can hear them pounding on the door late in the first half. They'll spot it at the Warrior 9-yard line. It's on the left hash, which is the near side here of the field. Twin wideouts on either side. McNeil wide right. Elkins wide here near on the left side. They'll hand it instead and racing toward the corner, toward the pylon. He can't get there. I think that was Spencer, and he got to around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Down to about the 2. 2nd and goal there.
Warriors did a good job stringing that out, but he got to a slot, a gap, and was able to squeeze through it. Play out of bounds will stop the clock at 2:24 of the first half. And just before the intermission, the Comets look like they're going to hammer on the door awful hard here. 2nd and goal from the 2. quarterback still in the pistol with Spencer right behind him. They'll hand it to Spencer straight ahead, untouched into the end zone for a touchdown. Dakota Spencer breaks the ice. The Comets have the game's first tally with 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Beautiful run, a nice job of blocking on the left side of that offensive line by Eastern. A PAT kick here to try to make it 7-0. Here's the snap, hold, kick on the way. It might have been tipped. It's going to be no good. I don't see any flags, and that's how it'll end. So the kick was no good. Place kicker was Lance Van Mater, and he missed the PAT. 2:22 to go in the first half. We've broken the ice, though. It's the Comets of Eastern 6, the Wes-Del Warriors nothing on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
Basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common. They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. 2:22 left here in quarter number 2. It's Eastern out in front of Wes-Del 6-0. The final play for the score, a Spencer 2-yard dive into the end zone. The kick was no good, though. And Van Mater, the kicker, has it teed up here on the 40. The Warriors trailing by a half dozen. Let's see what they do with the last 2 and change here in this second quarter of action. Ryan Beaver along with you. Great having you along tonight. Thanks for loaning me your ears for a while. Van Mater will kick from right in the middle on the X. He's got the neon color palette going with the shoes, one green and one orange. The approach, the soccer style kick, a line drive down the middle. It's a Wes-Del player right in the face mask, basically, and the Warriors managed to cover it. Wow. That was tough duty there. That's why they call them short men. Montana Lopez got a face full of football the hard way. Wow. So the Warriors have good field position after they unroll that. And it's 1st and 10 Wes-Del at their own 37. 2:18 to go in the first half. Warriors trail 6-0. Triple wideouts here on the near side, one on the far side, empty backfield for Cam Townsend, who will keep it and cut it upfield, and lost 2. Back to the 35.
Lost 2 or 3 yards there.
You don't have many choices in an empty backfield.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 now.
Good job defensively by Eastern that time. They've earned themselves a 2nd and 12. They can pin their ears back a little bit with Wes-Del sitting at the 35-yard line in Monroe territory, and 3 wideouts here on the near side, and one on the far side again, an empty backfield for Cam Townsend in the pistol. He'll drop the throw. Now rolling right, throwing right. He's got a man. It's caught at the 33, but not much more yardage, and an exchange of unpleasantries after the tackle there. That was Connor Townsend who caught the pass, and it's going to be a loss of a yard and a timeout by Eastern.
16 yards.
$1:20 to go here in the first half as the teams go to their sidelines to get some water and talk strategy. Wes-Del has thrown the ball a lot in the first 2 weeks of the season. They've thrown the ball once or twice in this entire first half tonight. They've kept their offense mostly on the ground. They haven't had much to show for it. They had one nice drive that went down near the red zone, but they threw an interception and put there. So it's not like the Warriors haven't had a chance to put some points on the board. They just haven't capitalized at all when they had a chance to go down and get a score early in the game. And if you're Eastern, you're thinking, hey, hold them here, get a quick punt. Let's go try to get some more before the clock expires. Third down, about 15 yards to go. The Warriors need to get outside their own 47. They've got it at their own 31. Two backs will stay home now with Townsend on 3rd and long. Only one wide out. They're going to keep it on the ground straight ahead and barrel their way to around the 35, 36-yard line, and looks like a rugby scrum. Gain of 5. Comets will stop the clock again at 1:13. That was Connor Townsend on the carry. He got 5.
Townsend on the carry. 4th and 10 now for Wes-Del.
The Townsend brothers are twins, and I'm not sure who's the older one by how many seconds or minutes, but they've had a busy night. Comets burn another timeout. Both teams have used up all their timeouts in the first half. So with 1:13 to go, and Eastern leading 6-0, Wes-Del will think about a punting situation facing a 4th and 11. Other action around Delaware County tonight. Delta is on the road, opening their Hoosier Heritage Conference season at Shelbyville. Muncie Central on the road at Anderson to open their North Central Conference season. And another HHC opener at Yorktown with mighty New Pal knocking down the doors on Tiger Drive there. Both teams are back on the field. We're all set. 4th and 11. Yards to get are a little far. Wes-Del to punt. The line of scrimmage, their own 36. Good snap. Here's the kick. It's blocked. It rolls around the 25, and it's going to be recovered by Wes-Del. Moniz got through, blocked the punt, and the Comets have great field position at the Wes-Del 26.
Being marked at the 26-yard line with 1:08 to go. The Comets.
Terrific job by the Comets. Well, we just talked about the strategy part. Do you try to get another one? And they have played for another possession, and it paid off as they blocked the Wes-Del punt. 1st and 10, Comets at the Wes-Del 26 with 1:08 to go in the first half. The Comets already out in front 6-0. Grubb is going to throw here on the near side. It's caught and taken out of bounds right away. Black made the catch. Short gain of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 now for the Comets.
Stops the clock with 1:05 to go. They only burned 3 seconds there, and they'll have 2nd in the better part of 5. Wes-Del 16. Ball on the left side on the near hash. Spencer is the only back with Grubb, and they'll hand it to him straight ahead. Breaks a couple tackles, but only got a tough yard, and that's going to be 3rd down.
Just across the 20-yard line. Setting up 3rd down.
Unofficially, a dozen carries, 45 yards, a touchdown for Spencer. Grubb to throw here quickly on 3rd down. It's out near the sideline, in and out of the hands of Black, near the sideline, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. It stops the clock with 44.1 seconds to go.
Late failure is for the Comets to attempt the field goal.
Going to be a field goal attempt here on 4th down. Lance Van Meter on to do the chores. They'll spot it at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 37-yard attempt from the near hash. Here's the snap, hold down, kick on the way. It's blocked. Wes-Del will block it. It rolls in the end zone. alive. He's going to try to return it. Now that I was going to say it should be a touchback in high school football, but they waited forever to do that. They burned about 5 extra seconds in the process. But
First and 10 for Wes-Del.
so we've had a couple of blocked kicks, a blocked punt, or rather a blocked punt and a blocked field goal attempt. We also had a short extra point, so it's been an adventure. I'm an ex-kicker, so I can talk about that, but the upshot of that is Wes-Del holds. Warrior ball at their 20 with just under 35 seconds to go in the first half of a 6-0 game. The Warriors trail. Toss sweep this way, trying to get it around the corner. Connor counts a man, but the runs down to 21 seconds. We got offensively here in the second quarter. Really stopped the clock despite the final two going to run out with the Warriors trying to get a playoff, and they can't get it done. That's it here in the quick first 4 minutes of football. We head to the intermission. The score, the Eastern Comets 6, the Wes-Del Warriors nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. Don't go away on Beaver Media.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history. Oh, I love world history. Baseball. Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Greentown, Indiana. We're at halftime of a 6-0 game with the Comets of Eastern out in front of Wes-Del. The marching band from Eastern Greentown is on the field, and being an ex-bando myself, I'm going to let you listen to them for a little bit once they get going, but the scoring recap going to not take very long. Second quarter, 2:22 left in the first half. Spencer from Eastern on a 2-yard dive into the end zone. He wasn't touched at all. The kick was no good, though. And that's where the half ended, with a 6-0 contest. And Wes-Del in the locker room now searching for some answers about how they solved the defense of the Eastern Comets. The Comets have been pretty good, especially against the run. And Wes-Del hasn't put it in the air much at all, with a breeze blowing tonight and a little bit windy. I don't know whether that's why they haven't thrown much, but they haven't thrown much at all. Maybe the Townsend train will get going. Cam Townsend threw 4 touchdown passes a week ago tonight, and he's only thrown 1 or 2 passes the entire first half of this game here against the Comets of Eastern. Beautiful night. The sun is just now getting close to setting p.m. and here on September 1st, it's not dark yet, but it's getting there. And in a month, it'll be dark and then some by the time we get to 8 p.m. So been an interesting first half. Eastern has really responded well. Their starting quarterback got hurt. And when Hetzner came out, Nolan Grubb came on and led a nice drive. His first carry of the night was a 29-yard keeper for a score. So he's done a really nice job in a relief role, and it looks like he may quarterback the rest of the game. Hetzner has not gone back on the field, I don't believe. He's a two-way player, and he got stung on a tackle. He tried to and did tackle Kyle Dosh of Wes-Del, but he paid for it in a big way, came off the field, and he really did pay for it. So hopefully he'll be okay. Hopefully it won't be too big a deal. What you hear now on the PA is the music for the I Take Dance team here at Eastern. They've got girls from about 18 to maybe 5 down there doing their thing here at halftime, putting on a show for the home stands. High school football, it is a unique animal. Thank you for being along tonight. First half, it didn't take long to play. We had more penalties and more punts in the first half than anything. Unofficially, team-wise, Wes-Del, 3 penalties for 23 negative yards, 4 first downs, no fumbles. They threw an interception, punted 4 times, and one of them was blocked, and it was really costly for the Warriors. For Eastern, 4 penalties, 20 yards and negative yardage, 4 first downs, no fumbles. They threw a pick as well. Punted the ball 3 times. So was a little bit of a you take it, I got it, you take it first half for the most part. But it's really going to be interesting to see which team really gets it rolling in the second half. The Warriors came into this one coming off the heels of a 36-point game last week in their win over Cambridge City Lincoln, and they got down near the red zone one time and gave it away on an interception and haven't really threatened to score since then. Well, the girls who did the dance routine have finished their selfie, a selfie of 70 people here in front of the home stands at halftime. First time I've been to Eastern to do a game. I've driven past here 100 times in my life, but not a bad place to see and call a game. It's been a nice night so far, and weather has been cooperative. And the marching band on the field. And I can tell you, this is not a very big band, probably no more than 30 or 40 players. But we'll let you listen in on them when they get going, and that shouldn't be too long from now with the scoreboard clock burning down to 9 minutes left at halftime. So,
and Clocks by Coldplay. Tonight, for the very first time, the band will present a full performance of their opening number.
You just heard this is their first performance of their opening number. So, how about that? Here you go. The Eastern Greentown High School Band.
I can pick it up. Yeah. Figure that out. Yeah. Hey, get your stuff close.
Comet Command and Golden Guard is preparing for a busy competition season. Their first contest will be next Saturday at Lafayette Jet. The following Saturday, the band will travel to support our Comet football team in Lucas Oil Stadium. How about a big hand for Comet Command and Golden
There you
Guard?
hear the Comet Command band, and for the first time in forever, a football player without his pads on at halftime playing in the marching band, a trumpet player with his game pants on and his cleats on, but no jersey. So tip of the cap. I used to be a trumpet player in high school and college marching band, so well done. Like to know who he was. But anyway, those of you who know him will give him a shout out. We're at halftime of a low-scoring game. At intermission, Eastern 6, Wes-Del nothing. Back to recap the stats in a moment after this on Beaver Media. Don't go away.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Is your course scheduled for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball, wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's still a place where performance is enhanced by extra effort, not by performance-enhancing drugs. There's still a place where contracts are between coaches and players, and the terms are non-negotiable. There's still a place where an edge is something you gain by working harder than your opponent. There's for sport. That place is the high school in your community. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we believe that while competition can be fierce, it doesn't change the fact that it's only a game. The goal may be to win, but the point is to have fun. And if you want to be reminded of just how great sports can be when they're played the right way, then the place to be is at a high school sporting event in your community. High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Welcome back to Eastern High School in Greentown. Brian Beaver along with you. We're at halftime as the teams start to return to the field in a 6-0 game. Eastern out in front of Wes-Del. It'll be interesting to see a couple of things here in the second half. Number one, whether Garrett Hetzner, the starting quarterback for Eastern, can go anymore. He came out of the game injured midway through the second quarter and scanning the field trying to find his number 7 jersey, and I haven't seen it yet. Don't know where he might be or whether he's okay. We surely hope he's just fine and is no worse for the wear. The other thing is going to be whether Wes-Del can get their offense on track at all. They had a nice drive early in the game, but then got bottled up and haven't done much after that. When you look at the offense in the first half, the big story for the Comets has been Dakota Spencer, 12 carries, 45 yards, a 2-yard touchdown, the only score. And Nolan Grubb, the backup quarterback who came in the game and relieved Hetzner, and his first carry was a 29-yard beauty to put him in position to score. He had another 9-yard carry, 2 carries, 38 yards for Grubb in relief duty in the second quarter. So Wes-Del now just back out on the field. They were beaten back out of the locker room by Eastern, and the teams are getting loose and getting ready, and we'll take a break. Come back for the start of the third quarter after this timeout on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel on YouTube Live.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indianapolis Colts, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
It's your ticket to an evening out that won't break the bank. It's your ticket to explosive runs, acrobatic catches, and game-saving tackles. It's your ticket to an experience you'll never forget. It's your ticket to the IHSAA State Football Tournament. Attending a tournament football game is a fun and affordable way to see sports played the way they were meant to be, for the pure love of it. The Indianapolis Colts and the Indiana High School Athletic Association invite you to be part of Indiana's rich tradition of high school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure state tournament excitement. The drama is set to kick off. Do you have your ticket? just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. Presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Greentown, Indiana. A beautiful sunset tonight on a beautifully cool early fall evening. 6-0 game here at halftime. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight. Great to have you along. Send me a shout out on Twitter. At Delco Preps is my handle. 2,500 followers plus strong, and glad to have every one of you. And I would like to appeal to every one of you, all kidding aside, if you want to give blood, give money, give clothing, bottled water, whatever it is for the folks down in Texas who are suffering through the Harvey, urge every one of you to at least consider it. If every one of my followers gave $1 to whoever they want to give it to, we'd raise over $2,500. So let's get busy and help those guys down in Houston and the rest of southeastern Texas. Sermon over, back to football. Great to have you along. We're about set for the second half kickoff. Wes-Del will get the ball, trailing 6-0. They'll take it right to left. Van Mater has it teed up for Eastern, right on the X on the 40, and he'll approach it and kick it here shortly. There's the whistle. Here's the approach. Here's the kick. It's high and deep, end over end, returnable, and big time. He'll take it on the run and fumble it straight up the field. It takes about a 20-yard hop. It's up for grabs inside the 20-yard line. Wow. Ground ball to short, 6 unassisted. Mason Whitted bailed out his bacon right there, covering the fumble. Wes-Del manages to dodge a bullet.
From about the 19-yard line.
That's the Warriors' first fumble. They keep it, fortunately for them. And the Warriors will start this drive at their own 19-yard line. They'll be going into the setting sun with the wind at their back, and it's a howler at times tonight, gusting up to 20 or so. Abbott the split end, wide out here on the near side. That's wide left for the offense. Townsend waiting on the snap. He's got it. Quick throw here in the flat. It's caught by Abbott. Dodges a man, then can't get away from the pack. Nice tackle here after a 1-yard throw and gain for a Wes-Del. That one caught by Colton Abbott. His first catch of the night.
It's going to be 2nd and 9 now.
Apologize for my cough. It's about 90% gone after a summer of smoke inhalation and you name it. I'm almost well. Almost. It's awesome. Thanks for your patience. 2nd and 9, Warriors at their own 20. They need to get a drive going or a big play. Dosh with a toss sweep to the right side. He got back to around the 20, but that's all. If he got a yard, that was all. It's going to be 3rd and long. Kyle Dosh is a truckload.
No gain. They'll get 3rd and 10 now.
No gain for Kyle. 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Warriors need to get outside their own 29, trailing 6-0. Anybody's game at this point, but you really need a spark of some kind. Eastern got their spark from their backup quarterback. Wes-Del needs a big play or a nice drive here. Townsend in the pistol. Runners next to him and beside him and behind him. These short drops and throws here in the flat. It's in and out of the hands of his brother, Connor. Incomplete, 4th down.
Like Moniz had the pressure there on Townsend, whose pass.
Cam maybe was in a hurry with Moniz bearing down on him, but right through Connor Townsend's hands, and it'll be 4th and 9. This will be the 5th punt in the game by Wes-Del. Line of scrimmage is their 20-yard line. Back to do the honors, I believe, is Kyle Dosh, standing inside his 10. Here's the punt. Low line drive. It was nearly blocked. No one went back deep, and now they watch the ball roll all the way inside the Eastern 39, ranked the 30-yard line to the 29. And, well, that's a big, big punt. It's a 51-yard punt, no return, and that's just what Wes-Del needed to call up right there. We'll keep it right here. Comets gambled, didn't pay off for them, and they'll start their own drive now at their 29. 6-0 game. Comets got on the board at 2:22 of the second quarter on a 2-yard run by Dakota Spencer. They missed the extra point kick, and that's where we stand. 6-0 game. And I look out there and I see Grubb at quarterback, so it's not going to be the starter. It's going to be the backup half for the Comets, and they give it straight ahead, and ball pops free. It's on the ground after a gain of about 3, and Wes-Del has come up with it. The Warriors get a turnover. A lost fumble on the first down play by the Comets, and Wes-Del is in business at the Comet 31. First fumble and the first one lost by the Comets, their second turnover of the night, and Wes-Del, trailing by 6, is in great shape here. See if they can capitalize. 1st and 10 at the 31. Wind at the Warriors' back with 10:08 to go, third quarter. They trail by 6, but maybe not for long. Back on either side of Cam Townsend in the pistol. He'll play act throughout here in the flat. It's caught by Abbott inside the 30, inside the 25, and run out of bounds here on the near side of the field to stop the clock at 10:01. It's a gain of 8 yards.
About 8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 2 for the Warriors.
Abbott with his second catch. 2nd and short, good time to think about throwing again. Ball here on the near hash on the left side of the formation on the south side of the stadium. Connor Townsend and Dosh on either side of Cam Townsend, the quarterback. 2 men wide here on the near side, 1 in the slot. The split end is Abbott. Fake handoff. Cam Townsend keeps it, gets smothered by 2 defenders for a loss of about 3.
Loses about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
It's going to be 3rd and medium.
Make it 3rd and 5 for the Warriors.
Big 3rd down coming up here for Wes-Del. They really need to get something going. Trailing 6-0 early in the 3rd quarter. See if they can capitalize on the fumble by the Comets. The clap, the snap. Here's a sweep right by Dosh. He's in trouble. Stiff-armed. He's taken down for a 2-yard loss. I don't know if that was Moniz getting him or one of his teammates, but they got him on the corner. He did not get to daylight.
Minimal loss. Still call it 4th and 5.
Caught a loss of 1 or no gain. And on 4th down, Wes-Del's going to go for it. Ball at the 27. They need the 22. 8:45 to go, 3rd quarter, trailing 6-0. Townsend stays in the pistol, running back on either side of him. Split ends on either side. Dropping, time to throw. Now flushed, in trouble. He dumps it off. It's caught. It's going to be a big loss. Dosh is taken down at the 42-yard line. That's a loss of 15 yards on the pass.
Knocked down Connor Townsend.
Wow.
Big time loss on the play. The Comets will take over at the 41-yard line. Big defensive stand for Eastern.
Defense, he was either going to eat a sack or not, and he got it off, and instead of losing 20, they lost 15 on the exchange. but a good series defensively for the Comets. They hold after the offense coughed up the fumble deep in their own territory. The defense bailed them out, held Wes-Del, and now Comet ball, 1st and 10 at their 41 with a 6-0 lead. And I think this is the first time tonight Grubb has gone under center to take the snap instead of back in the shotgun or the pistol. He's right up under the center like the old days, and now timeout signaled for and taken by the Comets. Spencer said, give me a timeout. We're not sure what we're doing. 8:27 to go, third quarter. It's Eastern 6, Wes-Del nothing on Beaver Media Preps channel. Don't go away.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We have 8:27 to go in the third quarter in Greentown. It's Eastern out in front of Wes-Del, 6-0 tonight on what you could also call the Delaware County Preps Game of the Week. Wes-Del trailing by 6 on defense, 1st and 10. Comet ball at their 41 coming out of the timeout. They go back to the pistol, and the handoff comes to the right side and daylight into the secondary. A nice burst that time to the Wes-Del 49 by Dakota Spencer. He's close to the stick. Of at least 9. They'll give him 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yep. Let's give him the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Comets across the.
No, they're going to give him all 10, and they're going to give him the first down. I think that's a better spot. 1st and 10. Comet ball. Wes-Del 49 driving left to right. They'll keep it on the ground, try the left side again, and a really short gain, maybe a yard by Spencer. He's ridden down after a gain of about half a yard. I've got him unofficially 14 carries, 56 yards, a touchdown, and it's 2nd down and 9. Not many first downs in this game unofficially. I've got Comets for 5 and Wes-Del for 4. 9 at the Wes-Del 48. We'll see if the Comets keep it on the ground or go to the air. They've got major confusion here with the play clock at 2, at 1, and I can't believe they got that off in time, but they're going to let them go. Here's a complete pass out here on the right side, taken all the way to the 35-yard line. Wes-Del. Completion to Gilbert and a gain of 14.
Ball is placed at the 34-yard line.
That was 10 others.
Wow. Unbelievable. 14-yard pickup takes it to the 34-yard line, and another first down for the Comets, who have twin wideouts far left over there across the way, and a wideout here on the near side. That's McNeil. The snap back to Grubb to give straight ahead to Spencer, who smashes his way straight ahead for about 4 yards to the 30.
Pushes for about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Comets.
Nothing fancy by the Comets. They're just getting it done on the ground. Grubb's done a nice job in relief of Garrett Hensner. Second, we'll call it 6, just outside the Wes-Del 30. Straight ahead give again to Spencer, and again he gets to the secondary, takes it to the 25. He'll be short of the first down, but not by much on a 5-yard pickup.
We'll bring up 3rd and about 1 for Eastern.
3rd and 1. The clock under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. 6-0 lead for the Comets. Their ball. Let's see if they can pick up the yard or if Wes-Del can snuff them out. Comets only need one for a fresh 4. Backs on either side of Grubb. He's in the pistol. Play clock at 7. He looks at the sideline. Now he's back with the play clock under 5. You better hurry, son. Here comes the snap. Just in time. Straight ahead to Spencer.
Spencer carries again.
And Dakota got the first down as he takes it to the 22.
Ball will be on the 22-yard line for the Comets. 1st and 10.
Spencer's a good-looking little back. Not a very big guy. 5'10", $170, according to the program, a junior, but gets the job done. And a nice push from the offensive line from Eastern. Last week on Twitter, you stat stuffers better thank your O-linemen because they're the guys making it possible. Another first down, 3rd one of the drive by the Comets at the 22-yard line. Toss sweep, no way, baby. Casey Johnson shot a gap from his nose guard spot and smothered him for a loss of about 3.
That's about 3 yards.
Nice solo stop by the junior nose guard. That'll push it back to the 27-yard line with 4:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. A 6-0 contest. Eastern trying to go to 3-0 for the first time in an awful long time. Wes-Del trying to improve to 2-1. Someone's going home unhappy. Quick snap, quick throw, out in the flat. Caught. Great defensive play for the loss. Wes-Del gets a big one. Fantastic play in the secondary on the completion by Caden McClaughty. They'll give him a 1-yard gain, but boy, that was a nice defensive play.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 18 yards to go.
3rd down, ball at the 31, the first down marker at the 14. So you better get 17 plus if you're going to move the chain at all. Empty backfield for Grubb. He'll drop, looks down the middle. He's going to keep it and get sacked. He's down at about the 36-yard line. A couple of Wes-Del defenders were there to put the clamps on him, and that's a big series defensively for Wes-Del. That'll move it all the way back to the Warrior 36-yard line. So the Comets' drive comes to a screeching halt. And that brings on the punt team for the Comets. And let's see if they pooch it here with the line of scrimmage, the Wes-Del 37. They won't even send a deep man back. The safety will stay at about the 23. They may just try to draw him. High snap, weak rush, punt away. It's to the near sideline. It's out of bounds. It falls in the team box at the 30, 25-yard line, and they're going to walk that one up the sideline, and that's going to be a short net punt. They'll mark it at the 26-yard line. Wow, 10-yard punt. So Wes-Del gets a break. We'll keep it right here. Let's see if they can take advantage. They've really had trouble capitalizing on in this game, and they really need something to spark the offense. The offense has kind of stagnated here, and they really need to get going. You're only a score down. In fact, if you score and get a PAT of any kind, you get the lead, but you got to get the end zone first. Warriors start this drive at their own 26 here on the near side of the stadium, the left hash as they move right to left. And Cam Townsend in the pistol, 2 backs with him. Wide out here on the near side, man in motion toward the near side. They'll look near side to throw. Now Townsend flushed, running room right. He's going to take off, pump fakes. Now he'll throw it just at the last minute. It's incomplete.
Townsend's last second throw.
Trying to hit one of his men, dragging, and couldn't quite get him.
2nd and 10 now for the Warriors.
I think that was Jake Sutton who came out of the formation and couldn't get the pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. I told Mason Myring I was going to mention this during the broadcast. He was standing on the sideline. I was chatting with him before the game, and I pointed at his helmet. It has decals on it. So what's that? And he goes, a sticker. I love it. Here it is, second down, straight ahead give, running room for Dash as he powers his way out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain, and now you've got third and short. A sticker. Oh, third down, 2 yards to go for the Warriors as they trail at 6-0, 2:20 to go, third quarter. Roll the sticks over here on third and short. The handoff will go straight ahead. Dash again with plenty for the first down as he gets out around the 38, maybe 39-yard line. I don't see any flags. That goes to the 39, a 5-yard gain, a first down for the Warriors. Unofficially 5 first downs tonight by Wes-Del, 7 by Eastern. And on first with a fresh 4 downs at the Warrior 39-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's a misdirection give. Townsend to Townsend. Now Connor's going to roll right, cut back left, cut straight up the field to Daylight. Beautiful run. That's the best 1-yard run you're going to see in a long time. As Connor Townsend ran for his life and changed directions about 4 times for a gain of 1. Probably ran 15 yards to get a 1-yard gain. He's had a tough night, Connor has. 2nd and 9. Ball sitting on the Wes-Del 40 with a $1:15 to go third quarter in a 6-0 game. Cam Townsend waiting on the snap. He's got it. Straight ahead give. And not much running room by Connor Townsend. Maybe a yard to the 41. It's going to be 3rd and long.
So it's a 3rd and 8 now for the Warriors.
Great to have you along tonight, no matter where you are on the face of the earth, whether you're in the next town or the next country. 3rd and 8. Warriors need a big play in the worst way. Cam Townsend waiting for the ball. Claps his hands, barks again. Play clock's only at 13. They've got time, and now a player jumps and flags fly everywhere. And that might be against the Warriors. Illegal procedure against Wes-Del.
We'll make it 3rd and 13 instead of 3rd and 8.
Well, that'll turn 3rd and maybe convertible into 3rd and awful tough. You need 13 now with the ball sitting at your 36. If you're Wes-Del, you need the 49. And with the clock under 30 seconds to go on the game clock in the third quarter, you're trailing by 6. You need something going. Trips wide here near side. And now Wes-Del is going to have to burn a timeout because they're confused about what they're doing. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. It's Wes-Del trailing Eastern 6-0 on Beaver Media.
What do basketball, choir, marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Greentown, Indiana. Eastern leads Wes-Del 6-0 as we head for what will probably be the final play of the third quarter with the Wes-Del Warriors trailing Eastern 6-0. Wes-Del had to call a timeout there before their 3rd and 13 snap, and they've gone over to the sideline and gotten a little bit of a sermon from Brad Hess, and now they're all set to go. Now there's still confusion about, hey, where do I go? Who am I doing? What's going on? There's really confusion. Trips wide here near side, 2 on the far side, empty backfield for the quarterback, Townsend. Play clock under 5. He's got to hurry. There's the snap. Plenty of time. Here comes the rush. Screen set up, a beauty. Connor Townsend to the 40, 45. Cuts ahead to the 47-yard line. 11-yard gain, brother to brother.
11 yards or so.
Now you've got a chance on 4th and short if you go.
It's going to be 4th and about 3
and it's a gamble. That's the final play of the quarter. They're going to have to think about it, and this should take about 12 seconds to move the chains because the ball's at the 47-yard line, so I'm not going near a commercial break. I've been there 100 times. No way. So that was a nice little pickup, though, and they ran the right play against the defense. The defense came hard. They threw the screen right over them. Cam Townsend to Connor Townsend, and now it's going to be 4th and 2 for Wes-Del. The teams come out and take a break and come to the sidelines at the end of the quarter. This is a one-score football game. Eastern got on the board with 2:22 to go in period 2. There's a lot of twos here. A 2-yard run by Dakota Spencer, and the kick was too short, no good. And it's a 6-0 game, and that's where we've been ever since. It's still anybody's game to win. Came in 2-0. Couple of big explosive games offensively for them, 31 and 71 in their first 2 games. Wes-Del had a fairly high scoring game of their own last week. When you score 36 points, that's not corned beef hash. That's all right. You'll take 36 any night you can get 36, but you got to find a way to get one here tonight if you're Wes-Del. So we're set to go. First play of the 4th quarter. We flipped the field. Wes-Del going left to right now. That's west to east, the wind in their face. 4th and 2. They're going to gamble and go instead of punt. Cam Townsend waiting for the center to bring him the ball in the pistol. Man jumps off sides by Eastern, and I'll tell you what, Takeo Douthard hit himself on the helmet. He knew he just committed a cardinal sin, and that will turn 4th and short into 1st and 10, and he comes out of the game. I've seen that a few times. 5 penalties, 25 yards for Eastern tonight. It's a first down by penalty for Wes-Del. And now from the Eastern 48, the give on the right side is to Dash, and he takes punishment at the end of that short run here on the right side. It'll be 2nd and 7. Wes-Del trailing 6-0. They've got plenty of time, but this is the drive where you really got to get it done. You've gotten a couple first downs. If you can get a couple more, you put yourself in position. Ball at the Comet 45. Townsend fakes, runs left. It's no option. He's just going to keep it, cut it up field for a couple of tough yards to around the 43-yard line. Give him a 2-yard gain. It's 3rd and 5.
Except a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now for Wes-Del.
Warriors need to convert to keep this drive alive. And, if you're going to go on 4th down in your own territory, you sure are probably going to go down here. So it's probably 4-down territory with 10:51 left in the game. It's a 1-score game, and if you score and get a PAT, you can win this game. It's been a defensive struggle. Been a little sloppy, too many penalties, too many turnovers. On 3rd down, Townsend gives straight ahead. Lots of running room to the chain and beyond for about a 6-yard gain. His brother, Connor Townsend. And it's a first down. They'll put it down at the 37. And I think Connor got dinged a little bit on the tackle. They hit him low. Clean tackle. He might have a sore knee. So another first down, and the drive continues for Wes-Del. They'll get fresh downs at the Comet 37 with 10:12 to go in the game. Comets 6, Warriors nothing. Townsend hands straight ahead. Belly series run for Kyle Dosh, and he just buries his head and can to about the 34. Give him 3 tough yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. The clock will stop temporarily on an official's timeout. No panic yet if you're a Wes-Del fan. There's almost 10 minutes to go in the game, but you really need that first score. If for no other reason than to prove that you can do it, give yourself a little shot of confidence here. And now we're set. Huddle breaks, Townsend in the pistol, running back behind him, running back next to him, wideouts to the left, in the slot and wide. Tight end right. Long count, snap, play action. Throwing a deep ball down the middle. Man is out there, double coverage. It is just off the hands of the receiver, and a flag flies in at about the 7-yard line, and that's probably going to be pass interference against Eastern. And we're out there in coverage on the deep ball. It was intended for Abbott, and let's see what the flag is going to be about. It's sitting at the 8-yard line. Pass interference against Eastern. Huge penalty. Line of scrimmage was the 34. And they're going to spot the ball at the 4-yard line. That's got to be a line of scrimmage penalty, though, and not like college or the NFL. And they're going to take it to the 19. It's a 15-yarder. Still just as costly because it gives the Warriors a first down and 10, 19. They wind the clock. We're ready to go. Townsend waiting for the snap. He's got it. He hands to Dash. He'll sweep it left side. He's mowed down by a couple of green jersey Eastern defenders. Nice play over there on defense by Eastern, and they come away with a 1-yard loss on the carry by Dash. Kyle's been a busy guy. I've got him 10 carries, 25 net yards, but he's had some short and negative yardage plays at running back. He's earned every yard tonight. They'll move the ball to the far side hash. That's the left hash as Wes-Del moves left to right into the wind here at the east end of the stadium. 8:55 to go. They trail 6-0. Long count. Townsend. Fake handoff. He'll roll right. He's going to keep it. Cut up field. Take it right to the 10, to the 5. He's out of bounds just before getting to the end zone. They'll mark him out at the 2.
Knocked out at about the 3-yard line.
Beautiful run. 18 yards, and it's first and goal, Wes-Del.
First and goal, Wes-Del.
Well, the defense bought that one. 9 first downs in the game. Wes-Del pounding on the door. They trail 6-0 with 8:43 to go in the fourth quarter. They got a golden opportunity here. 4 chances to score. They'll hand it straight ahead on first down. Connor Townsend cuts back, heads for the end zone. Ball pops free. It's on the ground. Let's see who got it. No touchdown signal, so it's a live ball. And Eastern has come up with the fumble recovery. It looks like they got it in the end zone. Wow. See how they unpeel this onion. The ball was recovered by Eastern. The officials are huddling here. It looked like Townsend got in the end zone for the touchdown, but the ball popped out. And he may have had it covered in the end zone, and that should be a touchback if they covered it in the end zone. Eastern, that is. Well, this is a big decision. It's either going to be a 6-6 game or still 6-0 with Eastern out at their 20. Wow. You need the Jeopardy song because they're going to take their time, make sure they get it right. Let's see what they do with it. They're going to call it a touchback and a fumble recovery. The official is going to spot the ball at the 3-yard line. Inadvertent whistle. They're going to replay the down. Well, you hear the Eastern fans. They're pretty unhappy. They're happy as a wet cat. They're going to replay the down with 8:34 to go in the game. So after all that, it'll be first and goal Wes-Del ball at the eastern 3-yard line here on the right side of the hash marks on the near side of the field. 2 backs with Cam Townsend, one on either side. Whitted and Dosh. Dosh in the I-back slot. They'll give it to Dosh. Heads for the end zone. Did he get there? No. Got a yard. Maybe 2, but he'll be short of the goal line. That's a gain of 2 to take it to the 1. 2nd and goal. Nose of the ball touching the 1-yard line. 8:09 to go in the game. Glad you joined us at the right time. 6-0 game. Wes-Del trailing, but they're pounding on the door at the Comet 1-yard line. Townsend has the snap squirt through his hands. He comes back, drops back, throws the ball down. That's an incomplete pass or intentional grounding or both. And they rule it an incomplete pass. That was a smart play by Cam Townsend, who realized he was in trouble and just spiked it on the run to make it 3rd down. You don't lose the yardage. You stay at the 1. That was the smartest play of the game right there by Cam Townsend. He just saved his team 10 yards, maybe more, because if that's grounding, it's loss of down. That's a huge play by Cam Townsend. Play clock under 10 as they break the huddle. They got to hurry. 3rd and goal. They'll go straight ahead from the 1. Did they get in? It looks like they're short again. On the side, call it a touchdown. Now we've got a whistle by the back judge. They're still not going to mark it. Wow, they're calling it a touchback. What happened? No idea what happened on the play, but it's going to be Eastern ball. Wow. Amazing.
So now look at the ball pop free. The Comets recover in the end zone.
They say fumble, lost fumble, touchback for Eastern.
Twice.
Well, if that's not karma, I don't know what is. Wes-Del gives it up. They come away with nothing. First and 10, Comet ball. At their 20, they hold on to the lead 6-0. And they've got fresh downs at their 20. Handoff on the left side, off tackle, good for about 3, maybe 4 by Dakota Spencer. Talk about a momentum swing. Wes-Del had 3-4 cracks to get in the end zone. First and goal at the 3, didn't get it done. Got to look in the mirror on that one. They should have scored. Let's see if they can hold. 2nd and 5. Comet ball just outside their own 24. 1 running back, 2 wide right, 1 wide left here on the near side. Play clock under 5. Snap to Grubb. He'll hand it straight ahead. Good running room out across the 30 by Spencer. Looks like he got just enough to move the sticks, and he did. First down. 6-yard pickup when you need 5 is an exchange rate you'll take every day at the bank. Clock rolls down to 6:50 to play in the game. Wes-Del trailing 6-0 in an exciting low-scoring game here in Howard County. Grubb has the Comets ready. Wide out on either side. 2 running backs in the pistol with Grubb. He'll hand to Spencer. Stutter step in the backfield. Buys time and space out around the 40-yard line. Run out of bounds here on the near side. Awfully close to the chain again. You got at least 9, maybe 10 as they unpile the snap here and the pile on the near sideline. Officials timeout. This might be a measurement situation. It's going to be very close. We'll see if they measure. I haven't seen a measurement in high school in a long time. And they're not going to. Oh, now they are going to bring the chains out. And now they're going to send the chains back. They're going to say first down. The down marker says 2. the first down marker gang is going to move. You're either here or there, but you're not there. And they're going to say first down. After all that, just enough of the 10 yards by Dakota Spencer to pick up the first down. And it's 1st and 10 Comets at their own 41 with 6:22 to go in the game. They lead it 6-0 here in Greentown. They'll keep it on the ground, straight ahead with the belly series and maybe a yard to the rugby scrum as the pile pushes back and forth. I think they're going to give him a gain of 2 as they unpile, and I believe that was Spencer again straight ahead. You got about 19 guys on him as they bring the pile up. And they get everybody off of him, and we got an injured Wes-Del player and an official's timeout.
It's about a 2-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 8.
It'll be 2nd and 8 when play resumes. We got an official's timeout for a Wes-Del player down, and we'll take the break. 5:59 left in the game. Don't go away. It's Wes-Del trailing Eastern 6-0 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
School sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
A wintry Friday night. A packed gymnasium in a tight-knit community. A shot taken. History made. A state of delirium? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. Wes-Del taking an injured player off the field. It's Jordan Lehman, who appears to have some kind of left lower leg injury, maybe an ankle. And he's hobbling off, only putting weight on his right foot as 2 people help him off the field. Tough break for him. Hope he's okay and it's nothing serious. Key moments in the game, though, coming up. 2nd and 8 for the Comets at the Eastern 43. They lead this one 6-0. The score came in the second quarter. And we're ready for play to resume on 2nd down. Comets keep it straight ahead on the ground again. Spencer for no gain on a great open field tackle by Kyle Dosh. He's a terrific defender, and he'll bring him down. They'll give him a gain of 1, and it's 3rd and long. Dakota Spencer is moving in on a 100-yard night. I've got him unofficially. 23 carries, 87 yards, and the game's only score. 3rd and 6. Huge down for Wes-Del. They really need a stop. With 5:18 to go in the game, they need a stop and the ball back, trailing 6-0. Grubb, the relief quarterback, will toss sweep it left side. Spencer puts both arms around the ball, gains about 2 yards to the 46. That was smart. Just cover the ball, take the down, get ready to kick it away. Fourth down, 4 yards to go. Ball is sitting on the 47-yard line in Eastern Territory. They'll send their punter back to boot it away. And we've got a timeout called on the field, and it's taken by the Warriors. 4:40 to go here in the game. 6-0 Eastern over Wes-Del on Beaver Media and on the YouTube Live Delco Preps channel.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. This is a big down coming up, 4th and 4. Eastern ball at their 47. It appears they're going to punt. They'll kick with the wind. Wes-Del will have a single man waiting for it. That's Abbott waiting at about the 10-yard line. Good snap, no rush. They set up a return, high line drive kick. It is returnable, but he's going to fair catch it on his knees at the 16-yard line. Probably the smart move by Abbott. It was a returnable kick, but you just want to be safe and get the ball clean, and they do. Most important drive of the night coming up for the Warrior offense. 4:34 left in the game, at least in regulation. They played overtime, 2 of them last week. You might get free football again tonight at the rate we're going. But Wes-Del needs a spark. They need a big chunk play. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Make it 16-yard line. Cam Townsend, as you can hear the wind rustling in the crowd, Mike. It's breezy here. They're going into the wind. Here's a short drop. Deep ball. Man out there. It's going to be overthrown by about 5 yards. Abbott was the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd down.
Pass falls incomplete. It's 2nd and 10.
.428 to go. And no matter where you are on the field now for Wes-Del, it's got to be 4 down territory. And they go to a gadget set here with 4 linemen around the ball, 3 more out here on an island, and a wide out behind him. Haven't seen this in a long time. And now there's a flag. Townsend started to back up. Mag Judge threw the ball. Here's the signal. Procedure against Wes-Del.
5 yards. Makes it 2nd and 15 now for the Warriors.
I've got Wes-Del for 5 penalties. That'll back them up 5. And now they'll be at the 11-yard line and face 2nd and 15. And the same formation. Gadget play formation. Cam Townsend, quick throw out in the flat. It's batted down. Is that a live ball or a pass? They're going to say incomplete pass. I don't know if I heard any whistles at all. But now they're going to conference and say, well, what was it? If that's a lateral, it's a live ball. Eastern appears to be saying fumble, live ball, and recovery. Well, we've got another officiating conference meeting inside the 5. I'm not sure this call is going to stand, I got to tell you. Wes-Del's offense is going off the field. Comet defense came off celebrating like they had a winning lotto ticket, and now they're going to say incomplete pass.
Are you serious?
We've had two officiating situations down here.
You can't reverse the call.
As you heard, you can't reverse the call, but they just did. They've done it twice in the last 5 minutes. Incomplete pass, and now 3rd and 15 for the Warriors. Still at their 11-yard line. They're going to the same formation. There are 4 linemen around the ball and 3 more split away on an island, and a timeout taken by Eastern. And I'll tell you what, this is like the Keystone Cops here lately. We'll take a quick break. Back with a big play after this on Beaver Media.
Ball. An elbow to the ribs. sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the United Nations, where nothing is ever settled, but all kidding aside, the officials at first called that a lateral, a fumble, and a recovery by Eastern inside the Wes-Del 5. Then they conferenced and called it incomplete pass. And instead of icing the game, Wes-Del will have another chance to play for a tie or the lead in the final 4:23. Now, I don't know how many times I've seen a high school officiating crew reverse basically 2 calls in the fourth quarter, but they just did. And it's going to be Wes-Del with another crack at it. 3rd down and 15 from their own 11. Moving left to right. They need a big play. They throw out in the flat. It's in and out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. I think that was Abbott who dropped it. Should have caught it. 4th down and 15. And now you almost have to punt away if you're Wes-Del because you just can't risk it in a 6-point game. If you're just joining us, you missed the earlier fireworks when Wes-Del appeared to have scored a touchdown but fumbled into the end zone, and it was covered by Eastern for a touchback. It could have tied or even won the game for the Warriors. Now they'll punt away from their own end zone. High snap. It's down. Kick away. Short. Shanked it here on the near sideline. It's out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. And great field position coming up for Eastern. 4:13 to go in the game. Eastern 6, Wes-Del nothing on Beaver Media and on the YouTube Live Delco Preps channel.
The clutch shot, the timely hit, the perfect pitch, the heroic catch, the brilliant save, the photo finish. The Indiana High School Athletic Association would like to remind you that the biggest plays in sports matter little if you don't practice sportsmanship. Character counts. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Welcome back to the game. 1st and 10 for the Comets. They keep the ball on the ground with a handoff to the left side here on the near sideline. Again, Dakota Spencer got about 6 to make it 2nd and short.
6-yard carry makes it 2nd and 4.
Unofficially, 25 carries, 96 yards for Dakota Spencer. He has the game's only touchdown. Make it 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line in Wes-Del territory. Grubb in the pistol, scanning the defense. Play clock at 9, looking to the sideline. Now he'll set him. Snap, handoff. Nice tackle in the backfield for a loss. Dakota Spencer on the carry. Smothering tackle by Evan Bullard for a loss. That'll move the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. -4. And a timeout taken on the field by Wes-Del. We'll take the break with them. 3:19 left in this one. Don't go away. It's a nail biter. Eastern 6, Wes-Del nothing on Beaver Media.
Loves a good sports movie.
I've seen Rudy 10 times.
I love Hoosiers. If there were a sports movie about steroids, it might be called The Myth, the Truth, and the Consequences. The myth is that steroids are good for your game. The truth is they're bad for you and the sport you play. And the long-term consequences on your health are downright ugly.
That's one movie I think I'll skip.
High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Welcome back to the final 3:19 in regulation here at Greentown's Eastern High School. Big play coming up here. It'll be 3rd down, 8 yards to go when play resumes. Eastern has the ball, leading 6-0, trying to put it on ice. 3rd and 8 play coming from the near hash. Grubb, the quarterback, back in the pistol, one back behind him. Twins on either side. Let's see if they throw it. They will throw it here on the near sideline. Little screen pass. It's bumped out of bounds after a catch and run to about the 24-yard line, maybe.
Goes down about the 24, 23.
They got 7 yards, but they're short.
It's a first down for the Comets.
Oh, they're going to call it a first down. The official took a look across the field. He looked all the way to the far sideline where the sticks are. They'll give him a gain of 8 on a first down. Huge. First and 10. Eastern ball, 2:56 left in the game from the 20-yard line. Make it the 22. Long wait. Good job using the play clock. Here's the snap. Give straight ahead. Tough running to about the 19, and a flag comes flying in. That's either going to be a face mask or a hold, and it's a hold against Eastern. Not a short gain by Spencer. Unofficially, the 7th penalty against Eastern tonight, 5 against Wes-Del in this game. The Hankies land right at the 23, which is basically the line of scrimmage, give or take a yard. There's no way on earth Wes-Del declines the penalty. There's the hold. Who declined the penalty? Now I've seen it all. So they'll take the result, which is about a 3-yard gain, and make it 2nd and 7. Wow. In regulation, and now they wind the clock, and it's rolling under 2:30. Play clock at 13, so you're going to burn 13 more seconds if you just wait and smart snap it here. And that looks like that's what they're going to do. Grubb waits for the snap. There it is. Fake the handoff. Keeper in the backfield, Kyle Dosh, split the gap and slammed him down like a piece of fruit in the produce section. That's going to be 3rd down and 11. Another huge play, 3rd and 11. Clock rolling, 1:43 to go. Wes-Del needs to get the ball back. They trail 6-0. They can't allow a score. Grubb fakes the hand up to Spencer, keeps it, cuts up field, inside the 15, inside the 10. He's going to be taken down inside the 10-yard line. The rugby scrum with 1:26 left in the game. That should be good for a first down and maybe a 1st and goal. They'll mark him down at the 8. 15-yard gain, 1st down. Biggest gain here late in the game by either team, because it keeps the ball for Eastern and allows them to maybe run out the clock. 1:13 left in the game, clock rolling. 1st and goal for the Comets. Let's see if they get another one. They hand it straight ahead, and Kyle Dosh yanks him down at the 11-yard line. Each team has a timeout left, and neither one is taking it right now. Dosh has played a terrific game again defensively. You can't allow the clock to burn down. It's 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. The play clock is at 15. The game clock rolling at 35. And Wes-Del trailing 6-0. The scoreboard says each team with a timeout left. Wes-Del hasn't burned it. There's a kneel -1 by Grubb, and that's going to be the game. Both teams appear to have been out of timeouts. Even the board said 1 apiece there, and that's going to do it. The teams start to exchange greetings in the middle of the field. The clock will wind down the final 10 seconds, and this one is going to go in the record books tonight. The final 3 seconds disappear, the handshake line forms, and that's it for this one. The final score, Eastern 6, Wes-Del nothing. We'll be back with a quick post-game show after this timeout on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
Leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball, wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Greentown, Indiana. An exciting, low-scoring defensive struggle tonight, and it goes to the Eastern Comets by a final of 6-0 here in Eastern Howard County. I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for joining us and sticking with us all the way to the finish of this one. There aren't many 6-0 games that have that much excitement, but this one did tonight. Wes-Del had a couple chances to win this game and just could not cash in. And really the biggest series of the game was their first and goal from the 3, and when they couldn't get the ball in zone for a touchdown. They had a couple of great chances. In fact, it looked like they were going to score, and the ball got fumbled into the end zone, and Eastern covered it for a touchback, and that was a huge, huge play in the game tonight here in Greentown, Indiana. Not a lot of scoring to talk about. We'll recap it briefly. It won't take long. The only touchdown in the game came at 2:22 in the second quarter. Dakota Spencer capped off a nice drive by, by the Comets. He went in from 2 yards out through a huge hole, wasn't touched on the play. He went in for the touchdown. The extra point attempt by Van Mater was no good. It's nothing with 2 and change to go before intermission. And Wes-Del, as I said a minute ago, had a couple of great scoring opportunities late in the game and could not get a ball in the end zone and hold on to it. And it really it cost them late here when they just could not come up with that one play to get them over the top. They had many, many chances in this game. They had a first quarter drive that went down near the red zone, and they threw an interception and couldn't get a score there. So not a completely empty bucket if you're a Wes-Del Warrior fan by any means, but they just did not capitalize when they had to, and it cost them the game here tonight, 6-0. Wes-Del falls to 1-2 overall on the season. The Eastern Comets are 3-0 and 3-0 for the first time in about 5 or 6 years. So tonight, Josh Edwards, the head coach of the Comets, and his staff aren't going to be happy with the penalties or the miscues, but they'll be happy with that result. You'll take 3-0 to start a season any day of the week. So, yes, tonight, we're glad you came along for the ride wherever you were here in the world. And if you drop me a note on Twitter, @DelcoPreps is my handle. I'd love to know where you were, and I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. For all of us at Beaver Media, have a great night. Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend. The final score for the final time from Greentown, Eastern 6. Till next time, so long, everybody.